Hello, boomerites, Muppeteers, whatever you like to be called. Hello, and I hope you're having a good week. This is going to be the YouTube video explaining what's going on, and I already posted one on Patreon. Some of you guys here on the YouTube channel, because not everyone follows the Patreon, understandably, but something happened over the past few days. Some of you probably wondering what's going on because I haven't uploaded a video since Monday. But so before I guess I should explain what this video is. First, I'm going to give you an update on what happened, and it involves Queen Boomer and Princess Boomer, who is yet to arrive in the world. And I guess the second part will be an update on future reactions on the channel. I was recording videos Saturday, and Queen Boomer came home, and she was saying, something doesn't feel right. I think we should go to the hospital to check and see if everything's okay. She wasn't in pain or anything. She just felt something was off. So we went to the hospital, figured it was going to be a short visit, just to make sure everything with the baby's okay. But for those of you who don't know, Queen Boomer and I are expecting a child, a girl, and she's about 6 weeks along. I said 6 weeks, 6 months along, sorry, in the pregnancy. So we went to the hospital just to make sure everything was okay. And when the doctor checked her out, everything was not okay. He immediately had her transferred to a much better hospital because he was like, with what's going on right now, we don't have all the right equipment to take care of this. So she was transferred to a hospital about an hour away, which is one of the best hospitals in Florida. And basically, and then when we arrived there, basically they confirmed what the first doctor said from the other hospital, that she should be prepared to have the baby now, which is not a good thing. Having a baby prematurely by 3 months. And it was confusing because she wasn't in any pain. It was just... and we saw doctor after doctor because, they rotate physicians after a while. And each one was like, well, let me check what's going on. And every time they're like, this is not a good sign. Expect to be in here for quite some time. And we were in the hospital for about 4 days. So we basically lived there for 4 days. But all of them said, we need to stabilize her and try to keep the baby in there so the baby can grow more properly. But all the signs are pointing to you might be having, there's a good chance you might be having this baby now. So it was scary shit. It really was. Queen Boomer, bless her heart, if she was freaking out, I didn't know it. Maybe she was internally, but she took everything in stride and was very calm about the thing. I was the one freaking out. It's very scary. For those of you who follow the channel who have kids, have went through something like this before, especially the women who, you guys are the ones creating life in there. Shout out to all the women who follow the channel, but some of you guys may have gone through something like this before, and you guys know it's from experience. It's scary stuff. But the good news is Queen Boomer's fine. Adrian's fine in there. She's still in there. They stabilized her. She was released 2 days ago. Because this is Friday, you are going to see this video like right after I record it. But she's doing good. She's on strict orders for bed rest. You know, she can only get up to walk around, have like a short walk, and then get right back in bed. She's got to lay down a certain way. It's I don't want to give away like details like of what's going on in there, but it was scary, and it was not looking good for a little while. But yeah, she's doing good. I'm basically watching her most of the time to make sure she's okay. I'm basically going to be our nurse for the next 3 months, or whenever the baby comes, because the doctor said, you know, this baby still could come at any time. You guys should be prepared for when that happens. So if that does happen, you know, again, there might be a few days where you don't see any videos for a while. This is actually my first time really in front of the computer in like a week, believe it or not, because since this happened, I've just been, and yesterday, even though we were home, we were here, I was running around from pharmacy to pharmacy to get her a specific medication that the doctors want her on, because most of the pharmacies didn't have it. So that was an ordeal in itself. That felt like an 8-hour workday, just finding the pharmacy that had the fucking thing. So it's been a rough week, to say the least. But for the YouTubers, I apologize for not. I was thinking about putting a community post 2 days ago, but those things don't get out to everybody. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a video when I am ready to do one, and let you guys know what's going on. So, but she's doing good. Gotta watch her. Actually, the Queen and Princess Boomer is doing good in there. Queen Mother Boomer is here to help out. So that's good. It's we feel like we're in good hands. All the doctors were fantastic. It was, and they gave us the impression that they really, really cared about what happened. Which, you know, they're doctors. I'm sure they do. But anyway, that's why there haven't been any updates on the channel. I actually have several recorded reactions. I just have to edit them up a little bit. That I did over a week ago. I just haven't been in front of my computer to do that. So you guys will see those coming soon. But I think I'm going to start. I guess this is the second part where I give you an update on future reactions. I'm going to start uploading some of those on Monday. I'm also going to start recording ones on Sunday, but those ones, you know, usually on YouTube with, not all of them, but most of the episodic and movie reactions that you guys see were recorded in advance. Movie reactions were usually recorded way in advance. But the episodic reactions, like Friday Night Dinner, Father Ted, stuff like that, I usually, when you see it on the YouTube channel, I usually did it a week or 2 weeks ago. So I'll start putting those up on Monday. And I know some of you are like, hey, forget it. Just focus on family and stuff. But we're going to be cooped up in this house for quite a while, so we need something to do. I guess that's the other part I should tell you guys, because Queen Boomer, because of her condition, she may not be in very many videos in the near future. But if she keeps going strong the way she's going, and she just gets really bored, she might pop in here and there in a reaction, just be like, I need something to do. Because, you know, other than being on bed rest most of the time, she's probably going to start losing her fucking mind, because there's only so much, some of you guys who have followed the channel long enough might remember when I injured my back and I was stuck in bed for basically 3 weeks on all types of medication, which I hated, because I hate taking medication. But I was stuck in bed for 3 weeks, and I was dying to get back in front of this camera and in this chair and watching some of your suggestions for reaction videos. because I was just bored. The only reason I couldn't do it was because I couldn't fucking move because of my back. Otherwise, I would have been over here doing reactions like every day just because it was driving me nuts laying in that bed all the time. So Queen Boomer's probably going to feel some of that. But unlike me when I had the back problem, she can still walk around. It's just the doctors are saying, like, you need to be in bed like 90% of the time. So maybe she'll pop up in more videos after a week or two of being in bed most of the time. Because I think, knowing her personality, she's probably going to lose her shit. And be like, I'm so fucking bored, I gotta do something. So we'll see. We'll see. We're taking everything in stride. And but she's doing good. The baby's doing good. Doctors actually said for how she's coming along in there, she's actually one of the healthiest babies they've ever seen. So that was the best news that we got during that whole thing. So yeah, future reactions, I'm going to start posting them on Monday. And for everybody that write some kind words in the comments below, we really appreciate that. Actually, we put up a post on the Patreon 2 days ago, and just the comments alone from that, Queen Boomer was reading them, and she was like pretty much in tears. It almost puts me in tears thinking about that. My eyes are watering right now because I guess before I go, this is the other thing. I don't like, because people are like, there's going to be a lot of comments saying, like, focus on family. Like, we're not that important. But guess what? You guys are important. Okay? One, I don't like leaving you guys in the dark about what's going on. I could have easily just fucked off and focused on what was happening the entire time, which I basically did, but I was like, I gotta do something when we get out of here to let them know what's going on, because we love you guys, and you guys have made us kind enough to follow, subscribe. Some of you guys sign up for Patreon. A lot of you guys actually sign up for Patreon, which is always shocking to us. But you guys support us so much, whether it's the views or the subscriptions or anything. Everything helps out, and it's just being truthful. It's between the Patreon and YouTube, the views and stuff. It's been a wonderful secondary income. We're not rich by any means because of this. Trust me. Some people think reaction channels make tons of money. They really don't. But it's a wonderful secondary income, and it's because of you guys. So you guys have been so kind to like us. Some of you, and that's the other thing with the update. Wanted to give you, because a lot of people who follow the channel are bigger fans of Queen Boomer than they are myself. Some people aren't even fans of me. They're fans of Queen Boomer. I say fans, but really it's just subs. I mean, we're not celebrities or anything, But even though, like, we're not over 100K channel or anything, there's over 75,000 of you who follow the YouTube channel, and it's very touching. 75,000 is a lot of people. It's a lot of people. I think of, my home city, even though I wasn't born there, but I lived there for several years, my home city of Baltimore in Maryland. I would attend a lot of Baltimore Orioles games. They got Camden Yards, which seats about 45,000 people. And the number of subs that we have on this YouTube channel, we could almost fill Camden Yards twice. Almost twice we could fill it with the amount of subscribers we have on the channel. It's unbelievable. And it's all, like, usually like 2 or 3 times a week I just sit back and go, wow, how did this happen? So I don't want to leave you guys in the dark about what's going on, especially since there's a lot of people who love Callie, Queen Boomer, on the channel. And but she's doing great. She's just got to be closely watched until the baby comes, because the doctors did say, they said that you could have this baby at pretty much any point. So if there's any signs that anything changes in her condition, you guys need to contact us right away and get her in there. So, yeah. And once again, you guys have been fantastic. It's been a hell of a ride, and I'm always touched whenever I step back and think about how many people follow this channel. It's wild. It's wild. I never expected any of this. And none of it feels like a burden. It feels like it's like hanging out with buddies. It never feels like a job. I feel like some reactors, after a while, they like... And you know, I'm just speculating, but I feel like eventually they feel like it's a job where like they have to react to certain things just to keep up appearances. I've never felt that way. I everything that I've reacted, well, almost everything, like 98% of the stuff that I react to that you guys suggest I watch, I end up liking a lot. And it's like, I've said it before, it's like tapping into like a gold mine you didn't know existed, because we don't, over here in the States, we don't get a lot of the stuff that you guys get over there. I feel like you guys get a lot of American programming, but we don't get it. We never get any British programming over here. So there's not only a bunch of shows we don't know about that I feel like would do very well here in the States, but movies too. So like some of my favorites that I wasn't aware of. Well, I was aware of Train Spotting. That's probably my favorite movie reaction I've done. But I've done Dead Man's Shoes, which I didn't know existed. That was probably my second favorite movie that I've reacted to. That hasn't dropped on the YouTube channel yet, because those take forever to edit. But I've done that, and I'm a big film guy, so anytime I get my hands on a film, whether it's like a great comedy or just a great drama piece, and it's something that you guys know about, but over here we haven't really heard of it. It's just it's wonderful. It's wonderful to experience new and wonderful things. I'm fucking drinking tea 3-4 times a day now because of you guys. So even though I hate the word influencer, which I never consider myself to be, I'm just a Muppet in a chair, just like the intro says. But you guys have had a major influence on me. So shout out to you guys. We love you guys. Thank you for all the well wishes. Hopefully these updates will give some clarity as to what's going on, because once again, I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. But I feel like it needed to be done. And I don't just want to fuck off for a couple weeks and everybody's like, what's going on? And then just drop a video like nothing happened. No, this was a very serious thing. And you guys, a lot of you guys are would be very concerned about Queen Boomer's health. So I feel like I'm obligated to tell you guys, and you guys deserve it. So without getting too personal about specific details, want to let you guys know what's going on. But I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. More videos will be uploaded on Monday. And hopefully everything goes smooth with this pregnancy for the next 3 months, until it's time for Princess Boomer to make her mark on the world. So, all right. Well, I'll see you guys probably on Monday. And I hope all of you are going to have a great weekend. Shout out to the women in the world who might have dealt with something like this, and the fathers too, because it was scary shit. But everything's okay. I'm going to get out of here because now I'm just blabbering on. But love you guys. Thank you for the well wishes. And I'll make sure Queen Boomer reads some of the comments, because she was very touched by the ones that we saw on the Patreon post. So hope to see you again soon on Monday. And I'll see you next time, Boomerites. Peace out, everybody. Much love. Love you guys.